Hello stamping friends, it is Angie here. I am with Too Cool Stamping and I'm so glad to be with you here on a rescheduled live day on a Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and if you don't already have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. So please just contact me if you need anything. You can go to toocoolstamping.com. All right, you guys, this is a very exciting day for me because every year, I don't even know how many years I've been doing this, but we have been doing Countdown to Christmas every fall, and it's all about getting you ready for the Christmas season by getting your cards ready a little bit earlier. I don't know if you're like me, I like to procrastinate. And sometimes I'm doing my Christmas cards like the second week of December or the third week of December or even after Christmas. And that doesn't work very well. So this year we're even doing it a little bit earlier than we normally do it. We're gonna be doing Countdown to Christmas. It's gonna allow you to have 4 different card kits over the course of, it's about 3 months. It starts right now and we're gonna get everything all wrapped up by mid-November. And you'll be able to get 48 cards created with 4 different kits. You can pick and choose which ones you want, but you're gonna want all of them because they're gonna be awesome. We have several of them that will be listed later today. I'll have all the information on my Too Cool blog, toocoolstamping.com, and you can get all of the details there. We're gonna start out with today's kit, and we're actually gonna have 2 cool classes because I'm gonna show you what's gonna be in our Countdown to Christmas class. That includes 12 cards, it includes the stamp set, it includes bonus products, envelopes, printable tutorial. It has everything you're gonna need to create 12 cards with the featured stamp set, which is Penguin Place is the very first one. I'm very excited about it. Super cute. If you haven't seen it yet, it's in the mini catalog. It's on page 33 of the mini catalog. So we're going to have that as one class that you can register for. And again, I'm going to have full information and registration links on my blog later today. That's toocoolstamping.com. I will, right after this video, I'll put a link to the registry and the details so you can get that right away. And then the second class that we're gonna do is kind of like our normal class that we do every week. We do a 5-card class. I show you how to create 5 different cards with some Too Cool versions. And if you don't want the big kit with the stamp set and all that other stuff, then you can just get the 5-card kit. And that's just like the normal every week that we do our live class, we have a 5-card kit. And you can earn that with a $35 minimum order at my online store. And you can find that shopping link at toocoolstamping.com. Okay, so before I get started with that, let me just give you a reminder. We're right in the middle of Sale-A-Bration, the first month of Sale-A-Bration. It lasts through September 30th. And if you don't know what Sale-A-Bration is, boy, you're missing out because you get free stuff, yay! So Sale-A-Bration is all about getting free products with when you place a qualifying order. So if you don't have it already, we have the Sale-A-Bration Flyer, and it has all kinds of items in here you can choose from, including the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper that's going to coordinate with the projects that we are doing today. So you can place a $50 order and select any of the $50 qualifying items out of that flyer, or you can place a $100 order, and there's a couple of products in there that you can earn for a $100 order. So, and that's for every $50, every $100 that you spend. So you can really start accumulating a lot of products the larger your order becomes. So again, that lasts through September 30th, and I love this promotion. This is the first time they've done it in the middle of the year. Usually it's all in January, February, March time frame, but this is the first time they've done it as we're leading into fall, and I love that they have decided to do that because I know that's when a lot of you are just starting to think about your fall crafting, your holiday crafting, and all of your Christmas stuff. So hopefully you're enjoying that. Another part of the Sale-A-Bration promotion is the special join promotion. When you purchase that $99 starter kit, remember you can select up to $125 of products of your choice, anything you want from either the annual catalog or the mini catalog, and that's a great value. That's kind of the everyday starter kit special. But during Sale-A-Bration, there's a little bit of an extra incentive to purchase that starter kit, which is already awesome. And that is, you're gonna get a free bundle. There's 12 different bundles to choose from. If you have your Sale-A-Bration Flyer handy, you can look on page 19. There's gonna be a whole list of all of the different bundles that you can choose. If you purchase a starter kit, you can get one of those bundles for free. So that is a really awesome value. And let me give you a little hint. Penguin Place, that's what we're featuring today. That's one of the bundles that's on the list. So you can purchase that starter kit and get today's bundle for free. So, all right. And just as a side note, I know there's going to be questions about this. Usually if my class kits are free if you place a $35 order with me. If you place a starter kit order, that is a different type of a thing. And so you don't get the kit specifically for that starter kit order. That's not a way that you can qualify. You already get a great deal with that starter kit, and you're gonna really enjoy those extra value that comes with it during Sale-A-Bration. However, once you become a part of the Too Cool team, I have ways that you can get that class kit just with a minimum fee. So we have kind of a discount for our Too Cool stampers to purchase those kits. So it's a little perk that we have for just the team, and you'd be part of that. So you can still get the kit. It just, the starter kit does not qualify you for that 5-card kit. I want to make sure I put that out there because I knew I was going to get questions. If you have more questions about the starter kit special or the Sale-A-Bration in general, if you don't have a copy of the flyer, you can check out an online PDF of that. Always just go to toocoolstamping.com. It's going to have everything you need there, all the information that you're going to want. Okay, so let's get started with our countdown to Christmas. Let me tell you a little bit more about this particular countdown to Christmas. And I'll show you as we're doing the cards. I'm going to show you all the cards that you get with the large 12 count card class. And again, that's going to include the Penguin Place stamp set and a few other bonus products that I'll show you in a minute. Let's just flip the camera around, then I can just talk about it, and you can see what you're gonna get for that kit. And then we'll also have that 5-card kit. So I know it's a little confusing, but I know you guys can handle it. And it's a lot of fun, and I really know you're gonna love these projects if you really like whimsical characters. And I'm becoming more of a whimsical character person. I never thought I was, but I really have been enjoying it. All right, let's flip the camera around and get started. I'll tell you a little bit more about Countdown to Christmas, at least our first kit. So hold on one second. This is my favorite. Oh, hold on a second. For some reason, it's not gonna work. There we go. My stand is giving me fits today. Let's try it. Okay. And we'll just I messed with this a couple of weeks ago, and I just can't quite get it where I had it before, where it wasn't gonna kind of go down a little bit. So hold on one second. Sorry. All right, we're just gonna have to do. It's just gonna have to do. There we go. So let me tell you a little bit more about Countdown to Christmas. Get a little more light on the subject here. So the first one is going to feature Penguin Place, and that one, the registration is going to open later today. Right after this video, I'm going to put a registration link in the description of the video, and then I'll have full information on my toocoolstamping.com blog. So you'll see that, and what you get in the 12-card kit. This is the basic kit. You're going to get the Penguin Place stamp set, adorable images, and lots of fun, really all occasion. It's not just Christmas. You can use for birthday, thank you, lots of different, just thinking of you type of things. So that's going to come in your kit. You're going to have some bonus products. You're going to have the organdy glittered, it's called glittered organdy ribbon. You can see the glitter is kind of embedded in that white ribbon. And if you've played with the black glittered organdy ribbon, you might have noticed that some of the glitter falls out. It's not that way on this white, and I'm so happy about it because I don't like getting glitter all over everything I don't want glittered. But this glitter really stays on there, and it's really pretty and snowy looking and goes perfectly with this stamp set. Then you're also going to get a whole pack of Rhinestone Jewels, which is fantastic. And then we also have these wonderful snowflakes. Can you see that iridescence? You get 6 on a sheet here. You're actually going to get, I believe 24 comes in a pack, and you're going to get a half of a pack in your class. You're only going to use 4, so you'll have plenty left over. You'll have plenty left over for your ribbon and jewels that you can use on other projects as well. So all of those things are going to come in your kit along with all the parts and pieces for 12 cards. That's going to be 4 each of 3 different designs, and you're going to get envelopes, a printable tutorial, and there'll be a link to this video so that you'll have that for a resource as well. Then, if you want the full bundle, there's also going to be an add-on bundle. So that's going to include this punch, which you are definitely going to want, the Penguin Builder Punch. It makes it very, very easy to cut out your cute little penguin main character here and the feet, and you can either just punch out the stamped version, or you can create a punched version of the penguin, and we'll show you both of those today. So that is for the add-on version. The regular basic kit without the punch add-on is going to be $51, and that includes all of your card supplies for 12 cards. And then if you want the bundle add-on, that's going to be $67.50, I believe. And then of course there is shipping on top of that. So if you need it, if you're local, you can just pick it up at my studio. Okay, so that is what's going to be in your kit. Now I didn't want to forget about this awesome Penguin Playmates paper. This is something that you can earn for free when you place an order. So if you have a $50 order, you can get a whole pack of this 12 by 12 paper for free, and it coordinates perfectly with the Penguin Place bundle. So let's just look at these up close. There's one side has a lot of different scenes and characters in it. The first 3 are kind of a smaller characters, and a lot of people I've seen have cut these out and used them on their cards. So there's one, there's another. I love the colors of these, just all my favorite colors, kind of in a lighter version, but there's all kinds of little bunny rabbits and snowman and fox, all kinds of fun characters to go along with your penguins. That's why it's called Penguin Playmates. So there's kind of 3 patterns that are smaller, and then you have some larger patterns here, and these really have been very nice for cutting out. You can really cut these out and have a little collage of different penguin friends on your cards. So that's kind of fun that it's all pre-printed. This is one version. Here's another. I love the snowman, and the penguins are so cute. Even the cute little bird. Love that. And then the last one, you'll notice that these characters, of course you can cut them out. You can actually use your punch to punch out your penguins from this paper. So that's kind of fun that it coordinates. They've been doing a lot of that lately. And then the back sides have some beautiful coordinating patterns that go with the entire collection here. I love this striped one, is my favorite because it brings all those beautiful colors together. You have soft sea foam, just jade, fresh freesia, misty moonlight, beautiful. And then here are the back sides of the other ones. So some pretty pine patterns, some snow, and then some dots in all of those multicolors as well. So just really a lot of awesome variety to choose from, all in a beautiful color palette. I just absolutely love it. So again, you can get this paper for free up until September 30th for any order that you place over $50. That's just part of the Sale-A-Bration promotion. So if you do want to get the 5-card class kit, you would place a minimum $35 order. You might as well kick that up to a $50 order so you can grab yourself some of this special Penguin Playmates DSP, and you're going to have a lot of fun with this. I guarantee it. You're going to want to use that host code SZBKFVQA. That will let me know that you're interested in that 5-card Penguin Place kit. So let's get on with our projects, and then I can show you which things are going to be in our Countdown to Christmas larger class and which ones will be in our 5-card class. Okay, we'll get everything out of the way here. And get, oh, I knew I was going to do that. I just dumped all the parts all over the floor. Hold on. I knew one of these times I was going to lift up all of my parts and pieces and they were going to go flying, and that was today. All right, so before we get started, I want to put my little piercing mat out here. I like to use this with photopolymer stamps. It's going to give a nice ink transfer. And I'm just going to put a scrap piece down because I might go over onto the workspace and I don't want to get my piercing mat dirty. So we're going to start the first card with basic white, and this is thick basic white. You're always going to want a thick cardstock. That's going to be a nice and sturdy version of it. The regular basic white is just a little bit thinner than all of the other cardstocks, and so it really is better to have a basic white piece. All right, next up we have a pool party piece here, and it is measured 2 by 5.5, so it's the full length of your card. And then I've already textured it with that wintry embossing folder. So you might remember when we had our Evergreen Elegance class, we used a lot of the pine needles. It's a 2-pack embossing folder, mini embossing folders. And so the pine needles are the other side, and then, or the other style, and then this pack has beautiful snowflakes. I love that. So we have this piece as well as soft sea foam. This is a 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. Yep, 1 1/2. All right, let's put those on our background here. Now this first card that we're doing is going to be one of the Countdown to Christmas cards, as well as one of the 5-card kits. So all the things that I'm going to be demonstrating to you today will be part of the 5-card kit, and the first 3 are going to be part of the design. The layouts are going to be part of that Countdown to Christmas. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. All right, so here's our first piece. We'll put our embossed piece over the top here. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some of that beautiful glittered organdy ribbon. So in your Countdown to Christmas class, you're going to have a whole spool of this ribbon, so you can use, if you want to tie a bow, you can. I'm just going to tie a double knot. That seems to be my go-to. It's a little bit easier, but you can use as much or as little as you want because you'll have it in your kit. Trim the ends, and then we'll just bring this up just a little bit. All right, I'm loving that so far. It's very wintry looking, don't you think? Love those colors. All right, next up, I'm going to have one of those iridescent snowflakes. It's called a Wonderful Snowflake, and we're going to add that with a glue dot. Actually, I'm just going to use 2 glue dots. So one on, they're both going to be right on the center. And I'm going to add that, just kind of sneak it right under here. All right, now we need a focal point. So I've already die cut a basic white piece of cardstock here, and it's with the layering circles, and I used one of the smaller scallop dies. And we're just going to do a little bit of stamping on this one. And we're going to start with that basic penguin image and Memento black ink. Now to get a nice black, to get really good coverage, I like to kind of smush it and turn. Not just tap, but kind of smush and turn. It's a technique. Smush and turn. So there is our cute little penguin. Now we need to finish him up. He just has the black and white. He needs a beak, don't you think? So that he can talk. So I have, there's lots of little parts and pieces to the stamp set. And I'm gonna put this beak on there with pumpkin pie. Yes, pumpkin pie. So this one I have one of the beaks here, and there's another one that's a side profile beak. And I just double them up on my block. If you follow me, then you know that I kind of like to do that, because when you have a lot of stamps happening, it's kind of hard to keep them all wrangled together. So when you double them up, that helps you find them. And a lot of times they go together. Like these two, I have a scarf and a hat together. And we will stamp those in Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to stamp those on scrap paper. So I have a scarf and a little hat. And then I'm going to use my super sharp paper snips to cut those out. I wish you could have a punch for this one, but they're really pretty easy shapes to cut out, so no stress. And I love my super sharp paper snips because they go right to the tip. They cut right to the tip. So you can get into those little teeny tiny spaces so easily and really get detailed cuts. So if you need a good pair of scissors, paper snips are the way to go. Cutting out that hat now. Just takes a little bit of extra time, but so worth it. You got to dress him up. You got to bundle him up. It's winter. He's cold. Okay. We're going to add just a little bit of, let's do glue dots. I think you could use Seal if you wanted to. You could use some Tombow liquid adhesive. So we'll just add that hat. Add a cute little scarf. Oh my goodness. He's adorable. Okay, we're going to add that to a Fresh Freesia 2-inch circle punch. I already punched that out. So this is not part of the layering circles, it's just the circle punch. And then we're going to add that to the background here with some dimensionals. Oh, so cute. All right, we're going to finish up with a little sentiment. We have our Balmy Blue ink. And the one that you're probably going to use most during your Christmas card making is the Season's Greetings. And then we'll finish up with just a few rhinestones. So I'm going to use some of the different sizes here. Give it a little extra sparkle. All right, so there's our first card. Really pretty simple. And I tried to make them very simple. This, like I said, this is going to be part of your countdown to Christmas. You're going to have 4 each of the same design style. So you have 3 different layouts or designs. So let me show you some of the other ones that I made that are very similar, and you're going to get in your countdown to Christmas kit, you're going to get all the parts and pieces for all of these so you can mix and match. So this is the next one. I used Balmy Blue, the same Pool Party, soft sea foam. You'll get all of those parts and pieces. You'll have your snowflakes and your ribbon and your rhinestones that you can add, and then you can decorate your little penguin however you want to. This time I put the greeting on top of the colored layer and put that at the bottom. So just a little bit different of a layout, but all the same parts and pieces. Then I tried one with a horizontal. You know, I like to have different versions, usually 2 cool, but this is 4 cool versions. So this one has fresh freesia, the same textured piece, balmy blue. You have a pool party background, and then some soft sea foam hat and scarf. And then this time I put a longer sentiment across the bottom in fresh freesia. And then the last one, the same fresh freesia, soft sea foam, balmy blue for your background, and then pool party for the hat and the bow tie this time. You don't always need a scarf. Sometimes you need to dress it up and put a bow tie on there. Sentiment at the top and fresh freesia. So you're going to get all the parts and pieces to make these 4 cards as a third of your Countdown to Christmas class. So you can mix and match the colors however you like. You can mix and match however you decorate your penguin. All very exciting. I love it. For your 5-card kit, you're going to have this card that we just created as your first card. All right, next up, this card is going to be, it's kind of a fun fold card. It's starting with soft sea foam. It's 4 1/4 by 9, and then we scored at 5 1/2. So we have a short card front here. We're going to decorate that with a little piece here. I have a 3 1/4 by 4 inch piece of soft sea foam, and I've already textured that. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but it's a new folder from the mini catalog called Timber. So it has a really pretty wood grain look to it. I'm going to add that to the front panel here. Now I told you that glitter didn't come off, and there's a little piece of glitter. I totally lied. Every once in a while you're going to have a piece, but I know the black seemed like it had a whole lot of glitter coming off, but this one did not, so that's awesome. All right, we're going to have a coordinating piece here of the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper, and we'll put that on the inside of our card. So that's peeking out on the front there. Now we're going to create a little scene with on our front. We have a 4 by 3 inch piece of Whisper White, or not Whisper White. Oh no, that's the old name. It's Basic White. So we have, it's a 4 by 3 piece. We're going to start by adding, we have a really long line here. This is going to add a little snow hill. And we're going to do that in Balmy Blue. So we'll just add that right across the bottom there. Then we're going to decorate with some Just Jade Trees. So let's see where my trees are. Here we go. There's a lot of stamps with this stamp set. Let's do one here, another one right beside it, and another one over here. Easy peasy. Next, we're going to work on our penguin. So I have a strip here, just a 2 inch strip of Basic White. I'm actually going to cut several, or punch several penguins, just so that we'll have those for some of the other cards that we're making. So let me find my penguin here. Again, just kind of squish, squish, squish. And we're just going to add a whole row. And actually I want to move that closer to the top because when you're punching, it's actually going to punch the penguin upside down. So just do a whole bunch of them. Makes it easy. Then we have our penguin builder punch, and we're going to stick that in there upside down. And you want to make sure that you start on the left side so that because you're going to be cutting some away next to it, and you don't want to wreck any of your images. And then we'll just go right down the line. And you'll have all those penguins that you can use on more cards. Okay, let's stack these up. We'll set them aside. Get some of these pieces out of the way. All right, let's decorate this guy. He's gonna have a little penguin or pumpkin pie beak like we did before. And he's also going to have some feet. We're going to put his feet, he's going to be about right here. Maybe right here. We're going to put, there's two different feet images. There's a single and a double. And we're going to ink up the double one. We're going to put it right below this image. Like that. Oh, he's so cute already. All right, we're also going to dress him up a little bit. I've already stamped and cut out a little fresh freesia scarf and a little matching hat. Whoops, the glue dot went to the back and not on where I wanted it to go. There we go. Let's take that off and use a little bit of seal instead. It's not catching it. A little bit of liquid glue would probably be the best. There we go. Now let's pop him up with some dimensionals. And before we put that on there, let's finish up your scene by adding the sentiment. We're going to add that Season's Greetings in Balmy Blue again. Right up here. And then we're going to mat that on a piece of Balmy Blue. This piece is just a little bit bigger. It's a 4 1/8 by 3 1/8. Then we can pop our little penguin guy up onto his feet. Doo doo doo, so cute. We're gonna add a little ribbon to the bottom. And again, I'm just going to tie this in a double knot and trim. All right, so there's our little scene. We're going to add this to this card front with some dimensionals. Now the trick to this is we don't want to get any dimensionals on the inside piece, of course. We don't want to accidentally secure it closed. So I did a little flip there. And then we'll add some dimensionals on this piece. on the front. Of course, we need to add some rhinestones again. So just a few. Let's add in one over here, one over here, a little bit of sparkle. You always need it, you always need it. All right, so there is our second card, and this is one of the cards that you can make with your Countdown to Christmas class. Let me show you the inside. You'll get a piece as well that you can put on the inside. I decorated with a couple of trees here and put a sentiment on the inside. Remember, when you're putting your card on the inside, put some adhesive on the back, line it up with this front, and then close it onto the adhesive. That way you know it's going to be right directly behind that first piece. Okay, let me show you a couple of my other versions. So this is the card that will be in our 5-card kit. And then for our Countdown to Christmas, we have some other ones here that are super cute. I did 4 different colors, but all the same design. So you'll know exactly how to put it together. You're just going to have a few different colors and elements. So for this one, it's Misty Moonlight. I used the Misty Moonlight Designer Series paper. I used that wintry snowflake embossing folder for the front, Just Jade for your mat, and then I made this cute little hill where they're sliding down the hill. This is where you can use that side profile beak and that cute little guy that's sliding down. And this one is having a lot of fun. He's got a Just Jade hat, a little bow tie, and I also decorated the background with some snowflakes in soft sea foam. So I'm using basically the same colors on all of the cards. There's a different way that you can decorate the inside. All right, let's look at another one. This one I did in a vertical, and I used the dots and checks, obviously the checks version of the textured embossing folder. Another Designer Series paper that matched. I did a little bit different take on the inside using a bunch of hearts, and this says, "I like you a lot'll." I like you a lot'll, and then the companion sentiment is, "It's like a little, except a lot. Like you a lot'll." I thought that was cute. So again, more penguins. This time I stamped their feet. If you noticed, instead of being underneath, they're just right on top. That makes it really easy, and punch those out. A little bow tie that I put on the top in her hair, so it makes it look more like a girl. There's also a little basket or a little purse that I added onto it as well, and a little heart between them that they like each other a lot. So that's super cute. And then the final one, I really like this one. The stamp set comes with some antlers and a little nose. I didn't know what this was at first. I saw this big round thing and I'm like, what is that for? And then I realized it's a Rudolph nose. So he can dress up as Rudolph. And so that's what I did for this one. And we did a vertical again, that same wintry snowflake. Here's the inside with another coordinating piece of the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper. So really fun, and you can make all these versions, or you can do whatever scene you want. That's what I love about the stamps set, is that you can create whatever scene you like. You can do it on every card. You can really have a lot of fun with it. So for your 12-card Countdown to Christmas class, you'll get all the parts and pieces to create these cards. And then again, for your 5-card class, the one that I demonstrated will be in your kit. Okay, next up. I really wanted to showcase that Penguin Playmates paper. And so this is another fun fold that we're doing. A really shortened card front version. This is a 5 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then on the 5 1/4 side, it's scored at 4 1/4. Which would be this way, but it creates just a little tiny flap here on the front. And then we have one of the pieces of the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper. It's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm gonna add that. This is gonna be our card front. I'm gonna add just a strip of seal. Whoops, that's not working. There we go. Strip of seal right along the edge on the front, the good side that you want. And then also another strip right along the edge, not clear to the end because we don't want that. It's only a 5 1/4 piece, so you don't want it to go clear to the edge. That way, you're gonna line this up and then close that. And then that becomes your card front. And I love this because you can see both sides of that beautiful paper. I hate that you have to, when you're using pieces of the designer series paper, you cover up all the pretty parts on the back, but not when you use this kind of a card style. All right, next we're gonna decorate that card front. Let me get this little piece of adhesive off before that drives me crazy. So this is just one of the striped paper. It's 5 1/4 by 3/4. And that, I love that, brings it all together with those colors. Next, I have another fresh freesia die cut here. It's a scalloped circle with the layering circles dies, and then a 2-inch basic white punch out. And we're going to stamp the sentiment first. Again, we're going to do Season's Greetings. We're going to take one of our little penguins that we've already done, and we're going to dress him up. So let's get our nose. Whoops. Everyone needs a nose. We're going to need a little scarf and a little hat. Again, if you wanted to use the bow tie, you could do that. However you want to dress him up, it's all up to you. Let me put just a little hint of seal there. Perfect. And then we'll add him to our little circle. So super cute. Now, I forgot to put some feet on there. I need to put some feet, so we're gonna try something a little different. We're gonna use the punch. So let me punch out 2 different feet here. We'll stamp first. And then we'll use a glue dot to add that. Let's do this. I guess I can use a glue dot. We'll just do a little tiny glue dot. I already put them down, and I really needed to put those down first because they need to peek out. Sometimes I get too excited and get ahead of myself. What can I say? All right. There we go. So his little feet are sticking out there. And then we can just add that to our card front with some dimensionals. So again, this is another very simple, not too difficult to put together card. He's just gonna go right over here, and we're gonna add some rhinestones. This time you can add in your basic clear rhinestones, but I'm gonna just kind of dress it up a little bit. If you have a Misty Moonlight Stampin' Blends marker, you can just gently color around and decorate those, making them any color you want. And I do not pre-color the rhinestones. It just was it was way too much to put together kits in color rhinestones. I was ruining my blends. If you just need to do it really gently, but if you're doing a whole lot of them for everybody else, then you're buying Stampin' Blends every time. So I can't do that for you, but if you do have any color that you want to use there, just use a really light touch and use the fine tip end, not the brush tip end. So there is our third card. So cute. Let me show you what I did on the inside. So again, you can just add that. If you want to, you can get a little bit more creative and put some trees or some snow. This is the card that will be in your 5-card kit. And then we have some other versions here. This is a Just Jade version with another soft seafoam designer series paper. I didn't do all the insides, but you can see that this time I made it in the middle. I put lots of thanks, so like I said, it's kind of an all occasions. If you don't want to do all Christmas, you can mix it up a little bit, but he has a little balmy blue scarf and hat on, super cute, and some Just Jade on the rhinestones. So that's another card style that you'll get. You'll also get soft seafoam as your background. We have the same blue as the first one. This time I put in the Misty Moonlight circle at the bottom and some jade rhinestones, fresh freesia hat and scarf. And you can do your feet like he's sitting, or you can do them like he's standing, either way. And then the last one I wanted to show you, this is actually Celine Kempton sent this to me, and that's where I got this awesome idea. So thank you very much, Celine. I love this design. So this will be your 4th card. It will not have this particular penguin. This one is a pre-printed penguin that she cut from the designer series paper. You're gonna get the parts and pieces that you need to make another stamped version. Since the paper is a paper that you earn and I can't buy it, I will have enough to make all the kits, but I wouldn't have enough if I had to have characters cut out of the center of a lot of it. So I just had to kind of make a sacrifice there. But if you get the paper, if you earn it yourself, you can cut out as many characters as you want to. And I love how Celine used it on here. She has pearls on hers. We're gonna stick with rhinestones for your 4th card, but it will be with this fresh freesia card base and that green, soft seafoam green designer series paper and the jade circle. So all the basics will be there, very similar to these other cards. So this, you'll get all the parts and pieces for those in your Countdown to Christmas class, and then the 5-card class will be just the Misty Moonlight version. Okay? All right, we have 2 more cards. I know this is running a little bit long. It's kind of an extra special class, you guys, so bear with me. I hope you're excited about it as much as I am, and I hope you're enjoying it. So this one is going to start with soft seafoam, a traditional card base, the 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And we've already seen all of the Countdown to Christmas class cards. So you've seen all 12 cards that you're going to get in your kit. So this one is going to be one that you are going to get just with your 5-card kit. So I have a piece of fresh freesia. Oh no, I got a little bit of pumpkin pie ink on there. Sometimes that'll happen. I must have it on my hand again. Anybody who was here the last time knows I got ink all over me. It must be a new thing. But this piece is 3 by 3 1/4 or 3 by 3/4 by 5 inches, and I have embossed it with, what is it called? Whimsical? I think it's called Whimsy Dies, but it gives you just this really pretty stitched, almost a ribbon type of a feel. And I really like that. It's kind of fun and festive. So I have that embossed, and then I matted it onto Misty Moonlight, and that is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. We're just going to add that to our card front. down at the bottom. Oh, I hate it when I get ink on things that shouldn't have ink on it. It just happens sometimes. All right. This is going to be a birthday card. So we have a piece here. This is 2 and, let me make sure. 2.5 by 3 3/4. Whisper white, not whisper white, not, we've already established, it's basic white. We're going to start with, I thought this was a fishing pole, like a cane pole, when I first started looking at this, but it's actually a ribbon for a balloon. So I'm going to put that right about there. Then I'm going to add, I'm just going to put this here for positioning. And I'm going to start building different pieces here. So we have our penguin. We're going to stamp our nose like we do every time. Pumpkin pie. We're going to, this time we're going to punch a pumpkin pie pair of feet. So you can stamp and punch, or you can just punch. And we'll pop those on with a little glue dot. And I'm going to kind of make him, it's like he's wiggling his feet. Doo doo doo. And we'll add a little bow tie. Let me find my little bow tie. So many pieces over here. I can't seem, here it is. We're going to stamp that in fresh freesia. Right in the middle. Cute. All right. So this is going to be about that high. This will be here. Let's put our happy birthday. Let's put our balloon on first. Kind of gives me an idea of where to put our birthday. So I've already stamped the balloon and I've cut that out. And if you have the balloon punch, it's already retired from a little while back, but if you do have the old balloon punch with the large and the small balloon, it will cut that out, just as a little tip. It's not available now though, so that's too bad. Now I've already stamped and punched, or stamped and cut 3 little packages here. These can be Christmas packages or they can be birthday packages. And I don't know why I'm doing that because I don't have this ready yet. Hold on, I'm trying to position, I'm getting ahead of myself again. Position that. This is going to be right here, and then I want a little sentiment here, a little birthday sentiment. So this is in Memento Black. We'll just put a little happy birthday. All right, now we can start assembling. Let me put this on our card with some seal. Right in the center. Then we're going to add this little piece. This is a 4 by 3 or 4 by 3/4. Right across the bottom here, right inside of that mat. We'll pop this guy up. Once you have all the pieces, it comes together really quickly. Pop him up. Now we can put that little present over here. We're going to add this little guy, I think with just a little bit of seal. And then another present popped up. Again, these are all in the same color combination, so you can mix and match. All right, so there's our birthday card. Let's add a couple of rhinestones. And again, I think I'm going to use that Misty Moonlight, just to bring a little bit more color. Sparkly, sparkly. There we go. All right. So you can see it's not just for Christmas, it's also a fun little birthday card as well. So you'll get all the parts and pieces in your 5-card kit to make this cute birthday card. Let me show you. I have a too cool version of that. This one is has a background of just jade, misty moonlight layer, soft seafoam background. I used a different designer series paper, some different colors for the presents, but basically the same thing. Now this one, you'll notice, is actually cut, is actually cut out. And let me show you that really quickly. And actually, I'm gonna give you these parts so that you can create your penguin this way in your 5-card kit. So I punched out one of the large bodies, and then this other shape over here is to make the white portion of the body. Whoops. Extra adhesive. So that's going to go right here. So you'll actually get these pieces so that you can create this little punched out one. I forgot that I did the punch out and not the stamped version on that one. Okay, then there's little eyes somewhere I need to find. Here we go. Two little eyes you can put on. You can put your punched feet, which I'll give you that. I'll give you the pumpkin pie punched feet so that you can add that. A little nose, a little bow tie. So you have the whole thing that you can punch out as well. So you don't have to do the stamped version. See, they're very, very similar. But I will give you all the punched pieces for this card. Sorry, I forgot that I did it that way. But this is the second version. Yeah, super cute. This is the one that will be in your 5-card kit. Let me show you real quick. I guess I don't have it here. I had Kim Vogel actually did a card. It wasn't exactly like this, but it gave me the idea for it, and I wanted to show you hers. But I didn't bring it over here, so I'll have to show you on my blog. Okay, one final card, and this one is really fantastic. So I hope you're gonna stick with me. We're gonna run a little bit over an hour, but it's gonna be worth it. Okay, this one starts with Fresh Freesia. It's 4 1/4 by 9. We're gonna score it at 5 1/2 and 8. And then we're gonna do a little Z fold for that. We're gonna decorate with a little piece of 4 by 1/2 inch. And we'll put that right at the bottom here. And then on the top, in this little flap, we'll have another little piece here. This is a 4 by 3/4. Like so. And we're just gonna tack this down with some more seal. Definitely want something that's gonna be nice and sticky. So a seal or a Seal Plus or even sticky tape will work well there. And then I'm going to, at the bottom, we're gonna make this a little pocket. And so I'm gonna use some of this black and white gingham, which is awesome. It actually comes in the Halloween, cute Halloween suite, but it can be used for so many things. You're gonna definitely want it. It goes with so many things. Why can't I get this going here? My fingers are being fumbly today. There we go. Trim that. So this is a card style that I had never seen before, but it was a swap card that I received from Ruth Bingle. That's not true. Deb Snyder. Deb Snyder. So thank you, Deb Snyder. Sorry, I didn't mean to have the wrong person. So this is a little card that's going to tuck in that pocket. This is Misty Moonlight. It's 9 by 3 1/4, and it's scored in the middle here at 4 1/2. So that's going to tuck on into the inside, but let's decorate that. So we have, this piece is 2 3/4 by 4. We're going to start with a little sentiment at the top in Memento Black, to the coolest friend ever. And then the I Like You a Lot'll that we had on the other one. Put that at the bottom. Cute. Then we're going to decorate 2 more penguins. Again with the nose. Always the nose. Boom. Boom. Let's do the double feet. One there. One there. And we already have a little hat for one and a little scarf for the other. Just a little hint of adhesive on this one. Just a tiny bit, come on. There we go. Put him on there. Okay. We're going to add some dimensionals to the back. And this time you want the dimensionals to not go all the way to the bottom. You want them to go about 2/3 of the way down. And you want them to be in the same place on both of them. So kind of line them up next to each other. So they're going to kind of be even where you have them on the back. All right, let's see, what else do I need to do before I do my special? I think that's going to be it. We're going to put this piece on our card front, our little card that slips into the pocket. And then before we do that, let's add a little bit of fun with some snowflakes. We haven't used those. We'll put those all over the background. So this just takes a little bit of time, but it's so super cute. So you can see how I just kind of went down the center and then I move outward. Okay. Pretty, I love it. Okay, then let's put this back. We're going to line this up where we want this to be, so it has a nice equal border around it. And then we're going to add our little guys. And this bottom dimensional is going to be a stopper. So you want to have him sit. Actually, let's move this just in a little tiny bit more. There we go. You want that dimensional to sit right there on that ledge. You can feel it hit. So you can see I didn't quite have them lined up, so they're not exactly even. That's okay. All right. So there's our coolest friend ever. Now let me show you something else that I added to my card. And I believe I got this from Cindy Bauman. But because it's cool, and you know I'm too cool, I wanted to make it a little bit more cool and put some sunglasses on. So I have a little strip of black here, and if you use this piece right at the bottom, just barely have a little scallop there, and it creates little sunglasses. So I love that. So I'm going to add sun. You could keep them the way they are because they're so super cute the way they are, but I'm going to make my penguins too cool. They've got their shades on. So I will give you the sunglasses in your kit. So if you want to decorate with cool glasses, cool shades, you can do that. I just thought that was so fun. So thanks, Cindy. That's a really cute idea. So there is, I'm going to move this up just so that pocket stays closed a little bit more. And am I forgetting anything? Probably. Nope, I think that's it. You can decorate the inside. Let me show you the Too Cool version that I have decorated on the inside. So this is one that I created with soft sea foam as the base. Everything else is pretty much the same. Different colors for the scarf and hat. Just jade for our little card pocket. And then I decorated with that third sentiment that kind of goes with it. It's like a little, except a lot. It explains the lottle. So that is super cute. So for your 5 card class, you'll get all the parts and pieces to make this version. Let me show you the card that Deb Snyder made. This was the swap card that she gave us, and it was so super cute. This is, what is it? Sweet Stockings, I think, is the designer series paper, and she made these cute little guys, and I just loved it. So thanks, Deb, for that cute idea. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's just show you, get some of my stuff out of the way, close up my ink pad so I don't ruin anything, and show you what you're going to get in your 5 card kit versus your Countdown to Christmas kit. Now remember, I'm going to have all the details for Countdown to Christmas on my website, toocoolstamping.com, and you can find that there later today. So these are the 5 cards that you're going to be able to make with your 5 card kit. Remember, you need to place a minimum $35 order. Use that host code. That's really important so that I know which kit that you're referring to. And you'll have all the parts and pieces to create these. Now, one disclaimer I wanted to mention, for anything that's punched after stamping, like all of the penguins, I'm not going to pre-punch all of that for you. If you have the punch, you'll be able to punch it out if you have the bundle. If not, you're going to have to cut those out. It's just too hard to stamp on a pre-punched piece. So I will give you scrap paper for those, and then you'll be able to stamp and punch those or stamp and cut those. So anything that's like that stamped, then you'll just get scrap paper. Everything else, the circle dies, the punches, the pre-punched penguin, that's all going to be included in your kit, so you can have all of those pieces. So this is all the stuff you'll get for your 5 card kit. This is going to be open until next week. Let me give you a date. It'll be open until the 25th. So you can earn that with a $35 minimum order, or you're going to want to have the $50 order so that you can get that Penguin Playmates designer series paper for free. Definitely want to do that. And then you'll get this card kit sent out to you the following week. It'll be on the 30th, August 30th, that will be sent out to you. Okay, then if you are interested in the large kit, the Countdown to Christmas class, that's when you're going to have all the parts and pieces. I won't be able to fit all these in the camera view, I'm sure. So you'll have 4 of those. Whoops, let's get it going the right direction here. You'll have these 4, and you'll have the designer series paper ones as well. So all the parts and pieces to create all 12 of these cards, 4 each of 3 different styles. There's a lot of different versatility that you can do, especially on the scenes, how you decorate with the hats and the bow ties and things. Remember, if you have that Penguin Playmates designer series paper, you can always, rather than stamping, you can always either punch out the penguin or cut out some of the other characters that you see on there, like this one. Again, I will not be including any of the pre-printed characters. You'll have to do all stamping for your penguins. But if you wanted to do it yourself, you can certainly do that if you have the paper that you've earned as a Sale-A-Bration item. So you'll get all of that. You'll get envelopes. You're going to get the stamp set, the ribbon, the rhinestones, and then also 12 of those beautiful, wonderful snowflakes. All of that in your kit. And then if you want to, you can add the add-on bundle that includes the punch. You're going to want to do that. I think it's, you know, it's just really, it makes it really, really fast and easy to have that penguin builder. So this whole kit, just without the punch, is $51. With the add-on punch is going to be $67.50, and then there's going to be shipping of $8.50 added on to that. So the deadlines for those, the registration is going to be open until August 31st. So you'll have until the end of the month to sign up for that. You can look for a registration link. After this video, I'll put it up in the description of this video, and then I'll have all of the details on my blog later today at twocoolstamping.com. And then if you do sign up for it, all of those kits will be mailed out approximately September 7th. And then right after that, we're going to have our second Countdown to Christmas class. And if you want to know more about the upcoming kits, I'll have all of that information on my blog later today at twocoolstamping.com. Okay, everybody, hopefully that's not too confusing. I hope you love these cards as much as I love designing them. They're so super cute. You're going to have a lot of fun playing with these cute penguins. I know that you will. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I thank you so much for staying with me. I know we went way over today, but we had a lot to show you and a lot of fun and creativity. So hope you've enjoyed it, and until next week, I will see you again. This time it's going to be on Thursday. Hopefully, we're going to have our fingers crossed Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with our next live class. And until then, I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you later. This is Angie with twocoolstamping.com. Bye-bye.